This excerpt is from chapter 14, called Pressurized. Religion was my prison, mainly because it had been whitewashed under a golden veil of duplicity. Real relationship was the deep longing of my heart, and it seemed to remain elusive. I was searching for something real. I needed his two-edged sword to cut through bone and marrow, because I was drowning in make-believe and made-up versions of the truth. All I ask, written at age 19. Show me something solid. I'm standing on a rock, and this sand just doesn't satisfy. The raging thirst within my soul can't be quenched with tainted water. So feed the flocks their daily bread. This isn't much, God. It's all I ask of you. I seek the living water. This slop just won't cut it. Forgive me for my wayward tongue. I don't mean to slash your word or the ones I know that you've appointed. But all I want is you, and the real you, that is very rarely expressed or allowed within your church. I need the life that I know you give. I can't play church anymore. I'm sick and tired of sitting sick and tired. Won't this monotony ever end? Spare me, Lord, from this sacred death. It's all I ask of you. It's really hard to recognize and realize that I was placed within the church for a dark and a deceptive purpose, but I was also dying within the church. I was dying in a place that was dry, a place that didn't see me for who I was, a place that couldn't even recognize the darkness in me. And it has become such a burden on my heart to be able to share my story to people within the church, because I am part of the body. We are one together. And there are more like me that need people in the church to see them, that need people who are willing to recognize the darkness and lead them into light. And I am grateful and I'm thankful for people in the body who saw me. If I hadn't have been seen, I probably wouldn't have been found, and I wouldn't have been rescued. But God knew that He brought me back into His body, because we don't walk alone. None of us, not even those of us who have lived in the occult and in the dark world of isolation and loneliness, none of us walk alone. We can't do it. And I've been a lone ranger a lot of my life, and I recognize that I also am part of the body, and I need the body. And while there is still so much veiling, there's so much that our eyes need to see of the two kingdoms that operate in this world, that are always constantly at war with each other. I know that God will reveal in His perfect timing, and I know that He will use those that He has chosen to be able to speak into those places that are shut up and shut tight and are not allowing truth to be made known. But religion in and of itself is never the answer. That's what the law was for. And the law only showed us where we are wrong so we could be made right, but it never made us right for eternity. And that's what Jesus came to do. He came to fulfill what the law couldn't. He came to bring that grace and that hope where we need it. He came to point us to the one, His Father.